What's up, YouTube? Who that comments and moves coming at you with this is a pretty quick video. Probably gonna show some GPA as well, but some people asked me last time and hit me up in the DMs on IG. Wanted to show like 5 books. I'm gonna do more later if everybody likes this, but 5 books that I have invested into. And it's not saying they're spec books. It's not saying you have to invest in it. None of that stuff is, being said in this video. It's just books that I've invested into, and what I think, what basically, what I invested in, what books I think might do well, stuff like that. So just want to show that off and go from there. But I hope everybody's doing well. That's first off. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank y'all for stopping in. Please thumbs up this video if you like it, and if you have some comments, leave comments as well. First, I want to show off. This is an unpaid sponsor, but this is something that she's been doing great work with certain people in the comic community, doing great little projects. She did a couple of stickers for Big E's and Erod and Joker. So this is Divine Designs by Crystal. So that is her Instagram right there. They have a Facebook as well and an Etsy. So definitely check her out if you're looking for some design ideas. She does cake toppers, cupcake toppers, all kind of stuff. So just definitely check it out. Give her a follow on IG, and some ideas you might have to shoot her way, man. She'll get it done. She'll get it done. Trust me. So just want to shout her out. Divine Designs by Crystal. So let's see who we got in the chat. What's up, CLG? What's up, Splash Page Comics? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to get let's see if I can get this thing fixed. I'll do that in a little bit. So all right, so now to get into it. So like I said, some of the books, slab books, I'll probably show GPA. Other books I probably won't. I'll just talk about some of the significance of these books and show them off, and just tell you, there's not really a reason why. Kind of like, well, I guess a little reason why I invested into these books. And like I said, not saying that you have to, just saying that this, why I'm invested in these books. They're not super expensive at the moment. So thought it'd be a good little, cheaper investment. So, and these are not in any particular order. These are not in no particular order. Just going down the line. I'm gonna do the slabs I have last. Not saying just because they're slabs, I'm doing last. But first book I'll throw up is this book, Submariner 19. I have a couple of Submariner books on these first 5 that I'm gonna do on this part 1. But Submariner number 19. I have like 2 copies of this. First appearance of the Stingray, as you can see from the sticker. So this book is like right on that borderline of like Silver Age and Bronze Age, because it came out in 1969, November 1969. Writer was Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas was like big time in that day, writing a lot of stuff. And the reason why I've been invested in purchasing Submariner 19, if I can find them, because that's another thing though. This book right here, I've noticed when you look at Submariner run stuff, you can even find one. You can find like 1 through like 40 or whatever. In like a lot of times number 19 is missing, and number 8, which is like the thing in Submariner cover. But those two, but always look missing from this run. So when I see it for a really good price, which $20 to $30 or even $40, depending on condition, is a good price, I'll pick it up because I think eventually Submariner will make his appearance, and he has a few villains, and the villains that I like this is one of the villains, which is Stingray. Uh, like I said, that appeared in 1969. So early Submariner book, first appearance. Um, not much numbers I can tell you because it's not graded, but it's just a book that I pick up like on relatively on the cheap because of the first appearance dealing with Submariner, and the key thing is that they're talking about an end game is that earthquakes out off the coast of Africa, which I think might be dealing with Atlantis and stuff like that. So who knows what that will happen, but it's kind of good early book to get. Like I say, it's relatively cheap, 20, 30, maybe $40 depending on condition, or maybe a little bit more depending on if it's like high grade. But it's better to get a book for a couple dollars now with the first appearance from 1969 than to wait for like something to get hot and then you're paying $100 for a low grade copy. That's just how I think about it. Um, and then I like Submariner. Another key thing, I do like Submariner. Next book, I've actually been picking up this book way before the speculation of her being a villain in She-Hulk, because I bought this book all the way back in uh, what is this May. I bought this back in May of 2019. This particular copy, and it's probably about maybe a 7 to 8, but Fantastic Four 129. Fantastic Four 129. I want to double check. I think this one might be a Roy Thomas story as well, but this is the first appearance of Thundra. Uh, First appearance of Thundra. Yes, it is Roy Thomas. I knew it was. Roy Thomas is like involved with a lot of freaking first appearances in his time. He was Stan Lee's golden boy of writing at this time. So Roy Thomas and John Buscema did the artwork. But this came out in 1972. So it's in that Bronze Age area. First appearance of Thundra. Thundra has a big it plays a big part in a lot of Fantastic Four stuff. I think she appeared of the storyline, if I remember correctly. She appeared here, wanted to challenge, people of Earth, because she believes she was the strongest from her planet. So she ended up fighting the Thing, battling the Thing, and she had many battles with I want to say the Thing from Fantastic Four. The storyline goes from 129 to 130, I believe. I don't know if it goes to 131, if I remember correctly, because I know I have 129, 130. But key thing about this is, like I said, first appearance. She has been rumored to be She-Hulk's villain in the TV show. And it makes sense because Marvel is going like intergalactic. So it makes sense that, now Earth is a big picture in other planets. And maybe Thundra has kind of heard what happened. And that's why I think she's going to make her appearance to come to Earth. But instead of battling the Thing, she'll end up battling She-Hulk. And that's my theory on how the storyline might work. But good key book, and like you can see, like I said, I bought this 2019 for $16, and like I said, it's pretty nice condition. I think I looked at it a few times. I think it's like 7 to 8 condition. You can get freaking a 9.6. I want to say under 400. I know somebody was selling it on IG, so you can get this book relatively cheap. If you look, I bought another copy, I think for $30 this year. Yeah, or it might have been a few months ago. But yeah, it's a book I've been picking up every time like that. What's up, Sith Lord? Just showing off like 5 books that I've been investing in. Not saying to speculate on. It's just that. What's up, VK? Just books that I have been buying, and I see them for a good price. And before they go up there, what's up, DLE? What's up, Sean Miller? Now, like I said, the Fantastic Four. It's still to go back on this one. This one's slowly been creeping up in price. Every time I'm seeing it for sale, the price has kind of gone up, and it's just something that I think people might want to jump on. Because Thunder, like I said, I don't think if she makes an appearance and she fights She-Hulk, I don't think she'll die. I don't think they'll kill her off because like she's in a lot of storylines with Fantastic Four and other characters as well. So it should be a good little, all she wants is a challenge and fight. She wants to fight and see who's stronger. She's not trying to take over the world on the comics. She just thinks she's the best. What's up, Text Collector? Now this book here, I'll pull up GPA, and so we can look this up, and then I'll share the GPA. So let's go. Invincible Iron Man. This came out in 2015. All right. So I'll show it off while I'm getting that situated. So this book here right now is Invincible Iron Man #7. This is cover A. They only had cover A, and they had Women of Power variant, which I have the Women of Power variant, but that's not the one I'm telling you to go after. This is the one I'm telling you to go after because it is relatively cheap compared to the Women of Power and compared to the #9. So the key thing about this book is it's a couple of first appearances as well. It's the first appearance of Tomo, I think Tomo or Tomo, and also the first appearance of Riri Williams and a cameo on the last page. So you got 2 first appearances, even though I know it's a cameo on the last page, still a key book to pick up. Even I think the best time to pick up right now, because you can get a 9.8 for either 200 or less, like around 199 or less. You can get a 9.8 of this book, which I think is very, very undervalued compared to the #7 variant, which I'll show both of those, and I won't touch on the #9 because I think the #9 is getting a little pricey as well, because those are in the $300 to $400 range for the cover A. So let's go to GPA so we can look this up. Let me get the screen share, and let me know how it looks on here when I'm pulling up the GPA. Screen share. We're gonna share the entire screen. There we go. So here we go. This is the GPA Invincible Iron Man #7 from 2016. If you can see, the 90-day GPA is up, but it's at 195 for this book. The last sale, which was in February, was 175, and that's either eBay or one of the auction houses. And I also know they had a sale within the week on Instagram from a guy who can who gets books and sign for you, so you can sell through him. It sold for $210, and that was included shipping. The one for the 175, I think, might have been either eBay or an auction house that didn't include the shipping and didn't include the taxes and stuff. So it's probably roughly around that $210 price that the person sold it for, which is a great price, because if you go down, this is the Women of Power variant where my arrow's at, and at 9.8, it is 90-day is $426, and $400 is the last sale, which was January. So they haven't had a sale in February yet, but $400 plus is for the Women of Power. This one is not even at half as the Women of Power, and then they're both for 9.8s. And then if you look at 9.6 to 9.8, it's not roughly that much of a difference. So I wouldn't go after a 9.6 because you're paying $115, you're under 200. So you might as well save the $80, save 80 more bucks and get a 9.8 of this book before. I think this is the one that's going to pop, the one that's going to get crazy. So definitely it's one I've been investing into. If I see it raw, I'll pick it up, because you can get them raw for $50 to $70, which is, to me, it's a little pricey because it's only selling in a 9.8 for under 200. The $50 price range is great for this book if you can find it raw. But like I said, that's the GPA and the 9.8. The reason why I bought this book, I was reading this in 2016. Invincible Iron Man. So this is actually my book I bought off the rack. So I was reading this book, read it, saw they had a new character. I ended up picking a variant up, and the variant up later, but I ended up only picking up cover A. And I could have picked up the one on the Power, I think, for like under $20 at that time. When I was reading this run. So I was reading this run. That's the reason why I picked it up. And also I want to collect because it's Riri Williams, African-American character who they have now cast, and she's getting her own show, Ironheart, on Disney Plus within 2 years. So definitely don't wait for the preview. Don't wait for the trailer. Don't wait for the show to come up to be like, like the X-Men 4, first Wanda, and Quicksilver. Don't wait for that stuff, and then the book to blow up. For this book to be like $300 to $400, because I think it easily should be to 3 to 4. Who knows how high it can go after that? So that's that book. So we get out of the screen share. We'll go back to it. So that's number 3, book number 3. And like I said, this is not probably gonna be a long video. Just wanted to show off 5 books, and like I said, if people like it, people thumbs it up. People want to see more. I have some other ones I can do, so I can do a part 2 and 5 more, and until I run out of the books that I invested into. Who that? Do you use cover price? No, I do not. Text collector. I do not use cover price. I'm not subscribed to it. I have GPA analysis for my graded books, and I also have Go Collect, and I think Go Collect does raw books as well. So I have those 2. If they all weren't paid stuff, like I probably would, but I think you could do some free stuff with the cover price, but it's like only the ones they show, like the top 10 or something like that. So definitely that's the 2 I use. And the reason why I use GPA is because every dealer I bought from, not saying every dealer uses it, every dealer I bought from uses GPA for their prices. So that's why I use that for my graded books. And Go Collect, I think, is a great source. I love how their website looks and all that stuff. And do they have an app? No, they don't have an app. But I just like how they use, and that's why I use them. So next book is is actually Origin and First Appearance. And it actually has 3 first appearances in this book. This is Submariner number 5. Submariner number 5, and I'm gonna get GPA ready for this book. I bought this book. I sold it at 8.0, and I used that money to buy at 9.0, which was roughly around the same price at the time. I just had to pay, I think, the tax and stuff like that, which was, not included on eBay. So Submariner number 5. It is the origin and first appearance of a tiger shark, Todd Arliss. Also, the first appearance of Dana Arliss and Dr. Dorcas. And I'm not great with names, I'll tell you that right now. So this has 3 first appearances. When if Tiger Shark appears, I think Diana will make an appearance. But who knows about the Doctor? But this is a good book because you can relatively find this book raw between up to 150 all the way down to like $60, depending on who's selling it, condition, and a lot of different things. There a lot of this book is green arrows are going up. I want to say I got this book in the $300 range when I bought it, because I bought this a couple years ago now, because I think I bought this in 2019. So I spent around 300 something for it. So I actually have 2 other copies of this book currently at CGC, which I'm hoping around the 7 to 8 range. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll probably end up holding on to those but all of those, like I said, the green arrows have been going up on this first appearance of Tiger Submariner 5, 1968. So let's pull up GPA. Yeah, I do agree with Krista said. So I like cover price as well, but I already have GPA and I also have a Go Collect, and I got into Go Collect right before they did the price change. So I'm just going to keep Go Collect. It's kind of pricey to have Go Collect and GPA, but I'm going to stick with those. And I'm like that. I can't get cover price. So let's go to the screen share. Let's show some GPA. So like I said, this is one book. The last 2 books are definitely I'm showing. Besides because I showed this Fantastic Four. This book I'm heavily invested into because I have 2 to 3 copies. And this book and the next book I'm heavily invested into because I have 3 copies of each. So let's go to GPA. Like I said, I got this book for $300 at the time. I used my 8.0 money and got it for $300. So This is the current. This is just showing looking at Submariner number 5. Look at all the green arrows are going up. They only have one red down arrow, but it lasts sold for 600, so it actually should be a green up arrow. I don't know what's going on with that. But you go to 9.0, like I said, I got it for like 300. Current GPA last sold December was 475, so this book has already been going up. Like a lot of other grades, 475 for that one, up to over 600 for 9.2. This one, if I was looking to purchase one and I had 8.0 money, I would just save up and get an 8.5, because 8.5 and 8.0 are going to get up there if the 9.0s and other ones are going up. And as you can see, look at that. This is 2019. It was $327. Now it's up to $475. You can go back even to the 9.4, $760. Now it's $1,000, $1,000. So everything has been going up for this book in the last 2 years. Some more gains and others will continue on a grade. That's why I used that money to get a 9.0, because I wanted to keep this one for the PC. But like I said, I have 2 other copies getting graded currently at CGC. They should be either received or scheduled to grading. So it might be another month before I know those grades. But definitely a good key book, just like the Stingray first appearance of Submariner, for a villain for Submariner, that I think if they introduce Submariner, these are some good books to get. Not good books to like keep and hold on to forever, but it's good books to invest in now. You can get them cheaper. Get a couple of copies. If you want to keep one, get a couple of copies, get 2 or 3 copies. And then if they do something with Tiger Shark, you can sell the other ones, because you got them for relatively cheap, like literally you only need a couple of $100 and you can get you an 8.0 graded copy. But if you have a couple of $100, you can actually get this one in the Stingray Raw, probably high grade. So that's another book that I've been investing in. It's a killer story as well. And this is another one done by Roy Thomas. So it's so funny, like I want to say the Summer 19, this one, the Fantastic Four, all been done by Roy Thomas. I'm trying to see, is the last one done by Roy Thomas? No, it's not. So literally 3 out of the 5 I have been done by the great Roy Thomas. Would I get some of these signed? I probably could have, but I like them raw. I should have got maybe my other 2 I got sent in, maybe signed by Roy Thomas, but this is perfectly fine doing it, this way. So definitely another book that I've invested into. Not saying I'm speculating on anything, but that I noticed the price point is great for these 5 books, and that I don't mind buying here and there when I see Instagram claim sales or people throwing them in lots. Because I've seen this book. Matter of fact, this book was in a lot that Yahweh is selling Submariner a lot. This book was in there with, I want to say 9 other books or 8 other books, and it was only $100. $100, and he had Submariner 5 in there, which I'm surprised nobody claimed it. So I was, that's all I can say about that one. All right, so and this is the last book. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this too long, and then after this last book, my daughter, she will make an appearance and have some things to tell you guys. So this last book, this is a kind of a speculation book for me, but but it's also a book that I've noticed is starting to creep up, and it's not too expensive. It's starting to get up there, but in the past it wasn't too expensive. You can still get it raw for not a super expensive price. But as I'm getting the GPA ready, but I think the rumors I've heard about this character like 2 years ago have made this book, I think, start to creep up slowly, So let's go. And this book here is hard to get higher than the grade that I have. I haven't seen a grade in a 9.8, and I think I've only seen 196. Now, I haven't checked EBA in a while on it, so let me just show it off. This is Iron Man 54, right before Iron Man 55. But Iron Man 54 killer cover with Iron Man and Submariner. Like I said, I like Submariner. So punching on Iron Man, Submariner is freaking unbeatable almost. When he's on water. This is a 9.4 off-white pages. The guy who I bought this from actually had two 9.4s. Was contemplating buying both of them, but I ended up sticking with one. This is the first appearance of Moondragon, Heather Douglas as Madam McEvil. Also, is Iron Man versus Submariner. So this is the first appearance of the character who becomes a Moondragon, because I think she takes the name Moondragon in a Daredevil book. But this is her first appearance. This is the book I think that has been the book has been going up more than the Daredevil. So let's go. I'll show you the GPA, and I have like two other copies of this currently at CGC, and you'll see I paid $400 for this book. I'd have to recheck. I think I paid $400. It might have been less. So let's look at the GPA of this book. No, actually, I did pay $400 for this book. All right, GPA currently for this book, 90-day is 549. The 12-month was 500. The 2020 average was 500, and actually the 2019, when the rumors first came out, were 544, because Moondragon has been rumored to make an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy and to be Drax's daughter. They're doing a lot of things with the women of Marvel in the movies. And this is a lot of movie stuff that I'm speculating on. Nothing really too much comics, because I love the movies and I love the comics, but you got a little history with the comics and mixed in going into the movies. So that's why I have this. So a 9.4 is currently GPA 549. You go down to other grades, 9.0 is like 250. They have no recent sales. 8.5, see, 250 for 8.5. So you're probably going to have to spend more to get a 9.0. So, like I said, this one's relatively cheap the lower the grades you get. Not plenty sales, as you can tell. 8.5, only 4 in this year. Wait, in this year is that? Yeah, 12 months. In the last 12 months, in 8.5, only 4. 12 months, only 2 sales in 8.0. 5 and a 7.5. You get more sales when you get to the 7.5, but it's still, you haven't even reached 10 sales in a year of this book. So that's why I really think this is a sleeper book that has a first appearance and been rumored for the movies. So I've invested in this book. I dug the cover because of Submariner. It's the first appearance of a female character, which I got mainly for my daughter's collection. So that's why I have 2 other copies. If it's a book that I really might not want to sell, I try to get other copies, especially when it's relatively cheap. So like I said, first appearance of Moondragon in this book. Like I said, I've gotten the raw copies. I think I got the raw copies for like $40 to $60 in that range. The raw copies I picked up. This book is from 1973, and it's a Gil Kane cover and a Mike Frederick story. Gil Kane, great Gil Kane cover in my opinion. He did some good Iron Man stuff. So that is another book. He says, Jay has said, I concur with that pick. Yeah, this is a pick that I think is really the best sleeper out of all of them, besides the Thundra. Thundra is another one because you can get that book for like $30 or less. The most I paid for one, which is like a high grade copy, I think I paid $60. But the guy, I think it's like he thought it was a 7.5 to an 8, and only because he said it had a little production like ink little area on it, and he said it could grade a 9, but he didn't. He took off because he thought CGC might have hit hard with that. So this is my last book on my top 5 that I have invested into. And I can tell this one sits behind me. You don't ever see it because it's behind the turtle thing. These 2 are like in my PC box. I have to pull out the PC box to show you guys, but those are the ones that I have invested into. Let me know in the comments when this video uploads what you guys think. If you want me to do more of these, that's also, let me know about that. Like I said, because I do have a lot more that I can go deeper into and explain and why I'm invested into a lot of these. a lot of, like I said, a lot of these I've invested into because of movies, movie hype, not the comic stuff, not the comic stuff, but the movie stuff that I think how the movies are going to be going, and a lot of stuff that are undervalued. So that's why I invested in those. So that's all I got. 30 minutes. I think I did well. Let me see if my daughter wants to say hello and see her things. You want to say anything? Come on, put the blanket down. Oh, come on, you want to say it? What you want to say?
Thank you for being. Hope you like your channel. Bye.
She said, "Thank you, guys. Please thumbs up and subscribe. Hope you like the channel and have a great day." And we both do. We hope everybody has a great weekend. Happy birthday to Jay Blitz. His birthday's today. I don't know if I'm going to be on his auction tonight. I shouted him out so to see if I can jump on there and hang out with him for his birthday. Might sell one or two things, but mainly hang out with my boy on his birthday. So happy birthday to Jay Blitz.
Daddy, I'll say something else.
Oh, she got something else she wants to say. All right.
Da.
Guess that was nothing. All right, get off of this. Get off of this. Get off of this. Please.
Goodbye.
Please. I gotta literally physically remove her. All right. But oh yeah. I'll be on maybe the second shift for Spine Ticks tonight. So yep, you'll see me on the second rotation for Spine Ticks. So definitely check out Spine Ticks. Also check out our show PSA Tendencies on Wednesday. Got something else to rip open. Sith on PSA with some I think I got a hoops box that I'm probably open up from last year. So that's all I got. CLG says he's back. So if CLG, you joining us for the auction next Thursday, let me know so I can send the link to you. So you said he made a video, so let's see if you want to join us. What else I said? Yeah, Sith, we got the show tonight, Spine Ticks. Wednesday we do the PSA Tendencies. So they got a lot going on tonight, a lot of stuff going on. Definitely check out everybody's channel. Sub everybody up that was in here. We had Sith. We had CLG CDs down. So shout out to CLG. Shout out to Sith, Lorley, Tex, Collector, VK, J Hood. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Let's scroll up a little bit. Who else was here? Mr. Unknown and Boston Chris. So just scrolled up a little bit. So thank you guys for hanging with us. And I hope you guys like this video. Let me know. And Elusive and DLE. So appreciate you guys stopping in. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully see you guys on some of these channels tonight and next week. Peace out.